Okay, I think I joined from my wrong laptop. Let me switch my laptop. Hello. Am I audible to you guys?
Yes, Rahul.
Yeah.
All right. So, any doubt, any question on previous topic? Anyone? Any doubt, any question on previous topic? Anyone?
Uh, Rahul, I just have one query only. So because I was did completed the delimited file provisioning. Okay. After that, I did like refresh task for. So after ran the refresh task, it showing is like a failed status.
Mhm.
But I did not get any errors. So usually it would be completed state, right? I was completed the form as well.
Right. True. So, let me show you how we do provisioning with the delimiter file application.
Your voice is not audible. Rahul, are you speaking or in mute?
Hey, sorry guys, I was mute actually. My bad. Okay, let me show this again. So what I'm trying to show you here, how we do provisioning with the delimit file application, right? So I selected a user Carl Foster who don't have account on the finance. So what I did, I submit a request for Carl Foster on the finance application. First, SailPoint created approval to the owner. So owner of this application is finance owner work group. So that request I forward to myself and approved. So approval is finished. After approval, SailPoint will go for provisioning. Since this application is a delimit file, so SailPoint will create manual work item. So this is the manual work item assigned to finance owner. What they need to do on the finance application, create a new account plus add this group member equal to audit management, what we requested. So let's go to finance CSV. PM data, finance data. Okay, new account, this one, right? We need to create new account for this user. So let's say any entry here, let's say 342 to fall something, some date, copy this, with this, with this. What access I requested? Audit management. This one. Okay. Which user? Carl Foster. Now, if you see, I need employee ID, right? Employee ID is not coming here. So I can click here. I can get the employee ID here. Save this. Now run the aggregation. Finance account aggregation, executing background. Running here. Finished. Find debit, etc. Go to that user. Finance account is created for this user. Group member entitlement audit management is assigned. So now what I can do, I can go back to my work item and I can say work item is completed. So for that, first I'll forward this work item to myself. View, complete this. Work item is completed. See the access request. Current step end. Both are finished. Now setup tasks. Perform INT request maintenance. This task is basically assigned for this access request to verify all the access requests. Right click execute in background. See the task is finished. Access request is failed. Why? The account which we have added, that is correct. Still request is failed. By because account linked to the user, but account is not linked to this request. Okay. So whenever we generate request, right, the account which we are creating, whatever request we are submitting, right? So there should be a unique attribute between this request also and with the target account. So here this target account has a unique attribute with the identity warehouse, this identity, but not with the access request. So for that, what we do, we create an application provisioning policy here. In the provisioning policy, the unique attribute, right, what we are using here, that we configure. Provisioning policies, create, add policy, create policy form, give any name, let's create, add section, add field, employee ID, the unique attribute, right? The value will be what? Script return identity dot get attribute. This code will trigger. And what attribute we have created for employee ID? That we need to check here. The actual attribute, EMP-ID, right? You have to pass here. Okay. And mark this mandatory, required. So whenever we are submitting request, this create operation will trigger. Create request will contain this employee ID. So this employee ID will be set on your access request. So using this access request, SailPoint can see that yes, your provisioning is completed. Apply this, and save application. So when I submit the request, you see this account value is blank, right? Now again, I'll pick a user, Ryan. Yeah. This time I'll select this for Ryan. Manage access, manager access. Search user Ryan. Next. Submit entitlement from the funnels DPA. Next, submit. This will create the approval work item. And yeah, let's see the access request. You see, account ID is coming here, right? So SailPoint know, okay, for which particular identity in which particular account you are working, right? Now, go to work item, forward this request to myself. This, prove it. Manual action. Before that, what we'll do manually do the provisioning. Let's make a copy of this. What is the ID? Now we have the account ID here. If you see, from the identity we can get anything, right? But this time, if you see, this identity's value is completely here. Okay, but I'm not able to click it, so I'll copy from here. Okay, what is the name? Ryan Rashid. What particular attribute we requested? DPA. Okay. Now go to task. Finance account aggregation, run this. Finished. See this user. Account linked. What your access required? It's waiting for work item. So work item, I will assign it to myself. Forward this, view this. Complete this work item because we have added this manual effort we have completed. Now go to task, perform, right click, execute in background. Perform maintenance done. Go to access request. You see, this time it's showing access request completed. This time it's not showing failed because now this time SailPoint is checking this account, whether this particular account to this identity is linked or not. So that is linked here. Clear?
Yes.
Any question, doubt here, anyone?
I have a question, but I will ask once you are done that provisioning.
Okay. Sure. All right. So now I want to show you how we upgrade. So which particular version we are using. First of all, you need to check. So you can go to home page. Here it's not showing anything. If you log out, when you log out, you see this version name here, right? So some customer also hide this version name, so you cannot see the version name, right? In the branding session, I mentioned that you can change anything, but you should not change the copyright. But version name you can update or you can hide for the security reason, right? But where exactly we can check all the information about the product, about the version, right? Go to debug, ranch icon, click on about. Here you will see product information, version 8.2, effects none, patching none. Right? So here you will get the complete information. Okay. Now we need to upgrade. So we are currently using 8.2. Okay, we need to upgrade it. Okay. When we upgrade, right? So SailPoint has all this version 6.4, 7.0, 7.1, 2, 3, 8.0, 1, 2, 3. Latest one is the 8.3, patch 3. Right. First thing is we have to understand the difference between a release and the patch, right? So let's say there's a new product launch in the market in terms of cell phone, in terms of laptop, in terms of car, right? When they launch, right? After that, when customers start using that product, right? Customer give feedback and report some issues, right? Hey, this is not working, right? So what they do, they again release the same product with those fixes, right? So that is called patch here, right? Example, we have this Windows 11 in my laptop, right? So Windows 11 is the, like they have launched, I guess, 2 years back. I'm not sure when exactly they launch Windows, Microsoft Windows launch. But after that, they continuously provide the updates, some security vulnerabilities, some performance improvements, some bug in the product, right? They keep adding those, right? So that is called basically patching, right? So when SailPoint launched 8.3, right, last year in June, after that, customers start using the 8.3. So now different multiple customers are using SailPoint, right? They have reported some issues that hey, this is not working in your product, this is not working expected, right? So now SailPoint will provide a fix for all those issues. So let's say total 1,000 customer has reported, let's say 500 issues, right? After 500, SailPoint will filter out, okay, this 200 issues are very important, right? Crucial, we need to fix this high priority. So SailPoint will fix those 200 issues and will provide in a patch. After using patch 1, right? Say again, customer reported more issues. Then SailPoint release patch 2. So this way, SailPoint will release multiple patches, patch 1, patch 2, patch 3. Okay. Clear to everyone between the 8.3 version and the patches? Clear? Any doubt? Okay. Now, when we have to upgrade, let's say customer currently using 7.3 P2. So 7.3 P2 currently using. They want to upgrade to 8.2 P1, P2, P3. Let's say this is the one. So this is the current system. This is a target. From 7.3 P2 to 8.2, we cannot directly upgrade. We have to go with major release, right? From 7.3, first we have to go to 8.0. Then we have to go to 8.1. Then we can only upgrade to 8.2. From 8.2, we can directly upgrade to P3. So patch can be skipped. Major release cannot be skipped. So this will be the path. From 7.3 P2, you will go to 8.0, then 8.1, 8.2, then 8.2 P3. Patch you can always skip, but major release you cannot skip. Clear this part? Anyone? Okay. Now, when we actually upgrade or patch, what exactly we do? So there are majorly three steps we follow. First one is the software update. So we need to update the software. Software basically what software? The soft application software we are using, INT So we need to update that. The database system, the database schema, what we are using, we need to update that, right? And after that, we have to run this patching command, right? Patching or the upgrade command. These three main steps we need to follow. Okay. So here I have a document. Here I mentioned the upgrade step. So let's say I have to upgrade, right? So first thing is what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade in my sandbox environment. Once I noted all the issues, the process, I'll upgrade my tab. After doing testing that after upgrade, dev environment is working fine, then I'll go to the next environment and then finally production environment, right? we cannot directly upgrade our production environment. We have to go environment wise. Okay. When we upgrade, basically when we are going with a new version, right? We have to check which API are deprecated, means which API, which code methods, Java methods are not working with a newer version. So we need to check that. We have to also check our custom artifact, whatever custom artifact we have created, right? Let's say we have created applications, rule, workflow, group population, etc. Right? Any out of the box files means the default file. Any file, default file customized, right? That we need to take care of it. And after that, update SSD in the code repository. So we saw SSD, right? How SSD work. So SSD also we need to update with all the version, whatever version we are using. Okay. Now I have to start upgrade process. Shut down all the server. Download 8.3 zip file from the compass. I have to download the 8.3 zip file. 1 second. So currently we are using 8.2, so we have to upgrade it to 8.3. So we need that 8.3 file. So I'm just downloading the 8.3 file. This is the 8.3 file. Let's download this here. After downloading this, again we need to follow the same step. We need to extract this, right click, open with 7-zip and extract. After this, we have this INTQ war file. Extract this also. Okay, let's come back to the step. Download the 8.3 zip file. Stop the INTQ application, stop the server. Take a backup of database and INTQ installation directory. So we'll send email to our database team that okay, take the backup of the database environment, and this INTIQ backup will take. So I'll go to my batch 2, Tomcat web apps, INTIQ. I'll copy here. I'll create one folder here, backup. Okay. Right. After delete everything from Tomcat web apps INTIQ. So we this previous version, right? What we are using here, WebApps. This software is basically 8.2, right? Now we need to upgrade it to 8.3. So what we need to do, we need to delete this previous one. Delete this error is complete. Okay, this is done. Now unzip the INTIQ 8.3 and extract the INTIQ bar to INTIQ folder. This step I already done. Where is this? This is the one. Copy this INTIQ. Copy this to web apps. Now we'll copy the newer version here, 8.3. So previous 8.2 INTIQ war file we have deleted completely. Now we are using a new war file 8.3. Okay, the web apps. This is the INTIQ 8.3. This next. Copy the iq.properties file from the web and if classes, the backup file. Let me close all these folders to avoid confusion. Go here and backup folder, INTIQ, web and if classes, iq.properties file. Copy this because this file contains the database information. Go to Apache, web apps, INTIQ, web and if classes and paste here. So now the iq.properties file we are using with the previous version because that has the database credential information. Now we need to run upgrade database. So this first part is done. Software update. Now we need to upgrade a database. So database folder. In every SailPoint release, you will see the upgrade script. Sort by name, you'll see with the upgrade. Right. We are using this one, MySQL, right? So we'll use this. Open this. There are some changes here, not much. Open command prompt. MySQL -u root -p, enter, login here. Yep. And source. And this file name, copy this. Done. This will update the database, whatever changes we need to update. Then go to webnf bin and run this IOK upgrade command. This is the last step. Webnf bin, open command prompt and run this IOQ upgrade command. That's it. First step is software update, second is database, and third is run this command IOQ upgrade. This is the last step. Now after this, our upgrade process is completed. Any question here, anyone?
Rahul, for me that I cannot able to log into a bin folder, right, in web. So is there any other way I can use the command or to upgrade it? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I'm able to hear you. I'm thinking what could be the solution for your problem. Can you try some writing some some Windows command like ipconfig, ping, etc. Those working?
Need to check. I'll check and update you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll check and update you later.
Yep. Okay.
So on the bin, is she able to see the file, Rahul?
Sorry, what is the question?
No, in the bin, I think she's not able to execute the commands, right?
Yeah, correct.
I think on the bin, probably that read, write, and execute, the permissions may need to modify on the
It's
files.
a
Like
Windows.
still in Windows also you will have read only and that permission, right? Similar to Unix.
So generally we don't configure Windows this way by default, right? Like that is your own machine, right, Ranu?
It's my machine.
Yes,
Yes.
right. I mean that should not be issue, Ramesh. I don't think so. That will be the issue.
Okay.
So now if you see upgrade is done. Okay, now we can start the server. We'll start it. Let's log in here. Let me clear the cache. See that logo branding changes are removed. Applications are still there. IDs are still there. Access requests are still there. Task schedule, everything is still there. What is removed? Anything which was provided by a SailPoint by default, and we have modified it. That will be modified. Okay. So what we need to do after our upgrade process is done, we have to reapply our customization out of the box file, the default file which we have customized, right? We have to reapply the customization because in the upgrade, SailPoint can modify all the file which owned by the SailPoint. So SailPoint will never modify this file which we created, right? But in the backend, LSIM provisioning workflow, global setting, libraries, jar, right? SailPoint can approve that. Oh, sorry, SailPoint can update that. Okay, any question, anyone? Any doubt here? No question. I have to apply patch also. So first I need patch file. So let's say this is my patch file 8.3 P1, which I need to apply. Let's see the patch step. Patch is exact same as what we have done in the upgrade, only two difference. In case of patch, we will not delete the folder. Instead of that, we will update the folder. INTQ folder, we will not delete. The first difference. Second difference is we will run the IQ patch command with the version name 8.3 P1 like this. This is the only difference. Rest all is same. So first step, what we did? Backup. First thing is close this, close the server. Go to SailPoint patch 2. Patch it on cat. 1 second. Apps, I take this is the one, right? Take this backup. So go to backup folder, rename this to 8.2 and copy the backup 8.3 here. After the backup, we will not delete this folder in case of patch, because patch is what? The current software we are fixing issues, right? So we are not replacing the software, right? So now we need to go to our patch with the patch file. Patch is always provided inside the jar format. Is that software 8.3, this one, right? Copy this as it is in your INTAQ folder. Inside the INTAQ folder. Copy the name. Open command prompt here. And run this command jar-xpf and the jar file name .jar. This command jar-xpf is the Java command to extract jar file. Enter. So it will extract the content of this jar file inside the INTAQ folder. This is done. Okay. Extract path to this. Now we need to run the update. So software we have updated. We have to update the database. Let's go to INTIQ, WebNF, database, and upgrade script, which is that upgrade to 8.3 P1. So here we'll use the MySQL one. Open this. Now 8.3 P1, SailPoint is not updating anything, it's just updating the version. That's it. So open command prompt, MySQL -u root source, this file name .mysql. Okay, now what else? If this is done, now upgrade. So software part is done, database part is done. Command we need to execute here. WebNF bin folder command prompt IQ patch, but we have to pass the version name like using usage IQ patch and the name. What we need to do, IQ patch 8.3 P1 like this. Eight point three applied successfully. Start the server. So, sir, what is this target? Here's the cache. Log into SailPoint. You see the logo is changed, right? So last year, SailPoint was acquired by another organization called Thomas Bravo, I guess. Okay, let's check that. Yes, Thomas Bravo. These are the total organizations, right, or total companies which are acquired by Thomas Bravo. So it's a very big group, basically in the United States. You see all these companies owned by a same group. So many. So this is also Dalinea, right? This is, I think, Theoretic was the original name of this. Okay, I think it's used for PAM, privilege access management. Then ping identity, which is used for access management. SailPoint. Okay, so this happened last year around April, May, right? So April 11, right? That is now, that's why they also changed this logo. Okay. Now we can log in here. Debug page. When check and about. See the version, product version 8.3 P1. Okay. Any doubt, any question, anyone? Chaotix and Centrify is now that these two companies merge and they rename it. So this is useful PAM, privilege access management. Yeah. Any question on the upgrade, anyone?
No, Rahul.
All good, everyone? Any question, doubt? Question, no doubt? All good to everyone? Okay, all right. This topic is ended, and from tomorrow I'll start the development part. Ramu and anyone, any question related to this topic or any other topic, you can ask. Ramu, you were asking some question, right?
Yeah, I think like you will cover for that groups as well, right? I mean, like roles where we have role mining, entertainment role mining, that was missed out here. And
No, that is not part of this program. The
oh,
mining, role mining.
okay.
What else?
So whatever you mentioned, that's only you are covering, right? You are not covering other than that any points, right?
Yeah, man, that's will what is mentioned that enough. That will take a lot of time, and so for me, actually, it's easy to complete additional topic. See, any single topic hardly take 30 minutes for me to explain. But how much time you guys need to spend in order to understand a single topic? Tell me from your perspective. You guys need more time, more than 20 time more, basically, what I'm covering here, right? Let's say upgrade I covered in 30 minutes. You need a lot of time to cover this because I just covered, you saw it's happening, right? When you start doing it, you will face issues, right? Everything will not be same simple, right? Like you tried the provisioning and it failed, right? Now you know the reason, but again you have to try it in your machine. And when you start trying this frequently, you will get good confidence.
Yeah, that's right.
So here, practice is very important part. If you guys are not doing practice, you are going to struggle badly.
Rahul, am I audible?
Yes, Jadev.
Rahul, I have a question. Actually, I was checking the number 7 session video. So it was actually started from the middle. It was the goals you were explaining here, that how to define that business role and IT roles. Is it possible for you to open that session for from the level 7 session?
7th session.
Yeah, session 7. It was actually suddenly started from the middle of the recording started from the I think not middle means after some time the recording started. So in the beginning I have some doubts actually there. So if you
It
have that
happened
recording,
sometime. I forgot to start the recording. Yeah, let me see. The
Mhm.
exact number
Okay.
is what? 7.
7, yeah. I can also ping you like individually in the WhatsApp. Later I can send you the video.
The role part. Okay, I see. I see. Yeah, it is in the middle. Correct. Yeah. 1 second. Yes, 5 minutes only. I started. I start recording late 5 minutes only.
Yeah. That part can you explain for 5 minutes in the beginning part? Just for
Yeah. Sure, I'll explain you separately, Joydeep.
sure. Thanks.
मेरा science project है
Yeah. Any other question here, anyone?
So Rahul, so with respect to Active Directory, what is the difference in connector with respect to LDAP and Active Directory, and how that Active Director connector architecture works? Probably, if possible, you may explain briefly.
Yeah, so
On
Active Directory, I'll be showing you how to set up Active Directory. That time we'll cover all this information.
okay.
Yeah.
And with
Right now,
respect
what is
to
happening? when I was starting the Active Directory in the Zoom session same time, right? Because of the less RAM in my machine. So right now, I mean, I have a 16 GB RAM, so that is also not sufficient right now. So I'm facing some issue with the Active Directory. I'll fix this issue soon, and I'll show you this Active Directory session.
Yeah, even if you're not able to install, you can show outline also. Know
And
how
I'll
the
show you the
connectors will
provisioning
be.
also. There's a main concept here, IP service part. I want to show you that to everyone.
Okay. And related to this major release and patches upgrade, so
Mhm.
what happens if connector has some changes in the out of the box itself? Connector has some changes.
Yeah, so in every release, basically, we need to check the release note, right? What changes SailPoint is doing, right? Upgrade is just not like what I just followed, right? It can impact our functionality also, right? Let's say some previous feature are removed, some new feature are removed. I'll tell you. I covered the certification, right? There was one more concept, continuous certification, right? Where INTs will be always in the active state, right? So that continuous certification is removed from 8.0 version, right? So anyone who was using the continuous certification option, they need to remove those artifacts also from the SailPoint, right? So same way, some connector SailPoint can update, right? Some SailPoint can decommission some connector, and some connector can be new, right? Let's say in the newer version, you will see, they have some connector like Zoom, like this meeting conference Zoom, which I'm using, right? For that, they have connector. Okay. So we need to always check the release note, what changes they are doing, how it can impact our organization or our basically SailPoint environment. Accordingly, we have to work. Let's say example, they are saying that, okay, now going forward, you cannot use Salesforce connector. Just an example, right? Or let's say LDAP connector, right? So you need to find out alternative way to onboard that LDAP application data. Or let's say that they are saying that, okay, now in the LDAP, you can add filters also. So for the previously, the filter option was not there. So you using some rule. So now you can remove that rule basically, and you can use the filter new concept. So it's totally based on the release note.
Yeah. So from this SailPoint identity IQ, what learning is useful for identity now? I mean, what is similar in identity IQ and identity now?
Concepts
Like
are
for example,
same. What we do,
same, right?
certification,
Ac-
provisioning,
okay,
provisioning plan,
okay.
access request, approval, right? Policies, SODC policy, right? Everything is same, right?
Even
So
API also, API
no,
programming
API
also.
is so no programming is not there. There is no concept of programming.
Okay.
Okay, you cannot do programming in 90 now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take this as an example, right? You are shifting basically. Let's say you are driving a Sentra car, manual gearbox, right? Now you are buying a, let's say, 25 lakh SUV with this automatic transmission, right? So the core concept is same, right? Against a four-wheeler, it has the steering, but again, still some major changes are there, right? Now you don't have the gear lever, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is not there, right? So a lot of things got changed. So API support is not there. You cannot use the coding part, but they have the REST API. This debug part and all this stuff is not there. The task management is not there.
So
In
there
this
will be
case, if
no,
we get, yeah, go ahead, Ramesh.
yeah. So task management is not there means the task schedules. You are talking
So,
about task
so
schedule.
when you set up the application, basically inside the application only, you have option to scheduling, right?
Correct.
That's it.
Yeah.
Other
Okay.
tasks, we have a lot of other tasks on SailPoint, right? Those task management part is not there.
Okay. Okay.
So they have their own inbuilt, process that, okay, this refresh will only trigger at 8 p.m. in night. So that we cannot modify actually.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
And
SaaS
the
product,
connect.
right? It is designed
Yeah.
for the simple organization. We have very simple use cases.
And these connectors will be similar like LDAP connector, AD.
Connector will be similar, and they are actually more focusing on the INT now connector. So in coming years, right now also, you will see a lot of connector they are only providing in INT now, because see, they are making more money in INT now. Like
Correct.
for installation only they charge $40,000, right? The license cost is separately. After that, when they review the rules, they are charging extra cost, right? So what rule we write here in RDIQ, right? If you have to write that, so that needs to be verified by SailPoint team, and for that verification, they charge dollar from customer, right? So and again from the rule you can do limited part only, right? In the back end, basically you cannot access the back end, not database, not the debug, not the task management, not the coding API. No, they have the REST API. Using the REST API, you can make some query and you can fetch the data and update some data with very limited options are there. So backend part basically you cannot control. Basically, if I give you simple answer, okay. So lot of change they made basically, and because they are making more money with that product, so they are adding more connector in INT now.
Yeah.
But that is not a long-term solution for customer.
Yeah. So this bean shell scripting won't be there in identity
No,
now? This,
not at all.
okay, only REST API that, okay.
Only REST API, correct?
Hmm. Okay.
Not even a single line of code you can execute.
Okay.
What is like a long run if you have experience in that idea?
What is that?
What is the career growth for long run for IDN?
INDIQ.
Yeah, not IQ and IDET IQ and IDN.
Yeah.
So
See,
just give me some
future
insight
will
if
be
you know
for
something.
both INTIQ and INT now, but long-term solution and valuable career you will only see in INTIQ, not in INT now, because that is a simple product basically. Right now, it's very new in market, so that's why mostly people don't know about the INT now. But after certain time, it will be, it's like a cell phone. Everyone know how to operate it, right? No one need teaching classes for that, right? So that will be the situation for INT now, because that is very simple, right? Because you can't do much, so it's a simple, right? In case of INT-IQ, lot of options are there, customization, right? So that is not easy for any single person to understand, right? It will take some time to understand all this information. So INT-IQ is the only one product that you will see continuously growing, long-term solution, more value in your career with the INT-IQ. And no need to jump into access management or the privilege access management. Those are not going to help you. In case of privilege access management, only CyberArk can help you, but learning CyberArk is not easy. Okay, that's quite complicated. You need to spend a lot of time. And in order to work on CyberArk project, you need good experience. In case of IAQ, you can start with level 0, level 1, level 2, level 3. But in case of CyberArk, you should have pro level, then only you can handle the projects, because that impact security basically directly, the privilege access management, right? So anything goes wrong, then you are in trouble. So that's why INT-IQ is enough to, stay in this IAM domain and survive easily for next 8 to 10 years, very easily.
So Rahul, on this SailPoint Identity IQ, have you used this scopes in any customization or implementation? The scopes?
In any customer, no.
Scopes. See, I
No.
heard scopes. What is scopes? I know, but I'm not sure. I mean, whether the organizations are really using that
No, they
concept.
don't use it. No. See, they don't use it. Right.
Okay.
They even don't use the capability. Forget about the scope.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They even don't use the capability properly. Right. So if you go to 10 customer, right, when you work with 10 different customer, you will realize that everyone is just doing access provisioning, deep provisioning, manage user access, and access review. That's it. This four thing.
Okay.
That's it. But from the SailPoint side, there are around 30, 40 plus, not 40, 50 plus features are there, like capabilities, like what I covered, what you can do with the capability, right? What level of access you want to give to managers, to help desk, to auditor, to admin, to IT team, you can control, right? So that is capability. So organization even don't use capability properly. But just to tell you what is the scoping, let's say we all are application administrator, belong to different region in the world, right? But let's say Ramesh, you should not be able to see application which belong to America region. You should be only able to see application which belong to your region, right? Let's say India, right? So scoping is again one more level of capabilities that okay, you can see the application, but only limited application. So that is called scoping.
Yeah. So there are two fields in the identity profile page, that is RPA and service account, I think, Rahul. See, those are
RPS, where is that?
RPA bot. Uh,
Where?
Yeah, in identity view attributes, once you are modifying, right? While you are modifying, there were two more attributes in the identity view XML, the debug page.
One second.
Hello.
Let me check.
Yeah.
I never noticed.
Yeah, go to the out of the box IDM profile page or that XML. Actually, my laptop, is not booting properly. It has some Windows issues.
Where to go? UI config file, right?
Yeah. Identity
I don't
view
see.
what?
Yeah, name, first name, last name, email, manager, software version, administrator, department, region, location, employee. That's it.
Okay, let me open this SailPoint user registration.
I can share my screen. One
Yeah,
second.
please.
This is the one you are saying, right?
These are we have added, but there was some out of the box configuration right here. Out
No,
of
no,
the box
no. I have
value.
not removed anything from the out of the box. I removed only type.
Okay. Okay, go
Maybe
to
maybe you initialize some module. That's why it's coming.
yeah, go to user registration or ID user profile, identity profile. Sorry. Just open the profile page and scroll down. I saw two attributes here additionally, Rahul.
No,
There
the
were
one you are saying, right? I never heard about this attribute in SailPoint. Never ever.
okay. I will ping you
Maybe you
once I.
initialize some additional module in your SailPoint. That's why it's showing. Check that.
One second. I'm just anyway opening the page.
Rahul, I have a quick question. Here, the manager field is coming. For manager field, what is the process you applied? Because for identity mapping, all the fields are coming, but that manager field is not coming for me. Is there any option I need to select for to give the manager?
For that, what you should do, basically this identity mapping, right? Employee ID you should be aggregating. That should be searchable. Manager ID you should be linking here with the manager column. After that, run the full aggregation of HRMS application. After that, run the refresh task with the manager status. This one, refresh task.
Okay, I did not run this task. That's why it's not.
Refresh INT queue with two options selected. Refresh INT attribute and refresh manager status. It's two. It should populate. And yeah, one more step is missed. You have to done the mapping also, right? On your source application, you have to do the mapping. Correlation in this mapping manager correlation. Then you have to run this two tasks. Aggregation first, then the refresh.
Okay.
Just give me 1 minute, I'll be back. Yeah, Ramesh. There?
Yeah, I got one link. Actually, it comes with rapid setup, not this plain installation.
That's why I'm saying you must have
Yeah,
enabled some module. That's why it's coming.
correct. I installed with rapid setup, service account and RPA account. I just
Correct.
pasted in chat window. Yeah.
Right. No issues. Yeah. Let's connect tomorrow, guys, and we'll start the development part tomorrow. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.